said, I hope you're not going to be drilling all day. There was a time when Sunday was a day of rest.
Hi, Jack. Heard anything from Diane?
Nothing. And my mobile switched off.
Yeah, Val's too. I thought they'd be back by now.
Yeah, me and all. Wouldn't mind, but we've got a wedding rehearsal at 12.
Hang on.
Better late than never.
Yeah.
Keep the change.
Hi. How'd it go?
Good. Sorry I'm late. You know what I'm like first thing in the morning?
Yeah. Sorry.
Oi! I'm here and all, you know.
What's wrong with her?
Don't ask.
Come on, Queenie.
I'm right behind you. Gracias. Yep.
Come on.
No, I did not enjoy myself.
Mum.
In fact, I'd go so far as to say it was the worst night in my entire life. And before you say anything, she started it.
Started what?
Her and Diane had a row.
Vindictive bitch. We need to talk. See you back at the house.
What was the row about?
I'm sorry, I'm sworn to secrecy.
Where are you going?
Out.
But your dad's due back.
So? He didn't tell me he was going.
So where are you off?
Well, I thought I might spend the day with Mum, but don't tell him that, just say you don't know where I've gone.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick the kettle on. Do you want one?
I thought Bob was getting the coffee.
Sorting decorations. Well, if you're looking to wind him up, I'd hurry if I were you. Because Viv's back today, and she's the jealous type.
You know what our Val's like? She kicked off, didn't she? It's what she does. I should be used to it by now.
What about?
I don't know. She was drunk.
So there's nothing wrong?
Well, of course there isn't. But I must have been mad to ask her to be maid of honour. Anyway, what time's rehearsal?
12 o'clock.
Oh, I better get my skates on. With a bit of luck, she should have sobered up by then. Give us a kiss. And don't look so worried.
I always knew our Diane could be a right cow, but I didn't know how much until last night. And the imagination on her. Jackie Collins, eat your heart out.
So what was the row about?
Well, according to our Diane, them tickets for Egypt weren't meant for me. They were meant for her, apparently. And not only that, you're still in love with her. I said she was lying. Well, is she? Well, is she?
Not about the tickets.
And what about the rest?
That's open to interpretation. All right, all right, all right!
Oh, you lousy swine.
Yeah. I know.
What do you think?
It's a bit flimsy.
So, there's no reason why you can't look your best.
Louise, I'm having half my bowel removed. I'm not entering a fashion competition.
Dan, I was just wondering about the... Oh, I see. We're talking honeymoon, are we?
Something like that.
Yeah? Well then, let's see the others. I'll give you the male perspective. Pink candle wick. Where are you going? Iceland? Oh. And then, again, maybe Jack's into pink candle wick. I don't... Tell you what, I'm going to leave you to it.
What were you wanting?
Do you know, I've forgotten.
Right. So that's one dressing gown, a couple of nighties, and slippers. This operation's costing me a fortune.
Look, I know I haven't behaved very well, but I can't help the way I feel.
No, but you could have let us go when I said I was leaving. But that would be too easy for you, wouldn't it? Anyway, you always did like two on the go.
I'm sorry.
Go to hell, Rodney. Apology not accepted.
I know I should have been straight with you, but the truth is, I thought I could make it work.
Oh, don't make me laugh. What you like is the thrill of the chase. That's what this is all about, isn't it?
love Diane. I always have.
Then why did you leave her? Anyway, she's marrying Jack now, so tough.
Yeah. How do you imagine that makes me feel?
You really are one sad old man, aren't you?
Whose idea was that?
Mine, so shut up.
It's a bit tacky, isn't it?
So's getting married twice in some people's opinion. Anyway, it's funny. Where's Victoria?
Oh, she won't come.
She's with Katie. Shouldn't my mother be here?
In theory.
Oh, come on, we're going to be late.
I'm waiting for Louise, aren't I? Anyway, Ashley's hardly going to start without us.
I'm sorry.
Oh, good luck.
Be fab.
I hope you're not getting cold feet, Jack Sugden. Come on.
Keep up the good work, lads.
Oh, you can trust us.
My life's like that song. The winner takes it all. Only I'm not the pretty blonde one. I'm Frida. And there was me thinking you were going to propose.
Sorry?
Oh, didn't I tell you? That's what the row was about. I told Diane I'd found the tickets to Egypt and I'd noticed the name, Mr. and Mrs. Blackstock. I thought maybe Egypt was the honeymoon, you know. The barge she sat upon was like a burnished throne.
I'm sorry.
So you should be. First time you said it, I thought it was naff. You always want what you can't have, don't you, Rodney?
I didn't mean to hurt you.
Not the first time.
Diane and I have always had a bond. We have Bernice, after all.
Pity you didn't think of that when you walked out on her.
I was young.
And now you're old, so what's your excuse this time?
Where are you going?
To get drunk, hopefully, and to get as far away from you as possible.
Nice game, eh? Wanderer returns, eh? Where's Debbie?
Don't know. I've not seen her.
Oh, she's probably at church knowing her. You know, sometimes I wonder where I went wrong, eh? Is any beer in?
Yeah, fridge.
Oh, yeah. Let's call it back then, shall we? So how's she been?
Who?
Debbie.
Yeah, all right, I think.
I know you've been behaving yourself, Sonny Jim.
How do you mean?
Well, I know what lads your age are like when there's a bit of skirt around.
Very funny.
Yeah, don't pretend you don't fancy her. Because I've seen the way you look at her. Dads know.
Can we go in now?
Yes, of course.
Hey, you never understood church, me. Bunch of crusty old hypocrites gathered round on bended knee. Oh, here we go. Here comes Blackadder.
Hello.
Right, Vicky. Nice service with it.
Yes, thank you. You should have been there.
Why is that? So a bunch of crusty old hypocrites gathered round on bended knee.
Debbie.
You have a nice day.
Well, I wouldn't mind if they'd make such a racket, but they do. Oh, it's been non-stop drilling for days, and then there's the banging. I shall be glad when that office is up and running. Not that I'm looking forward to
Excuse
it.
me, Pearl. I just wondered, is everything all right?
Why wouldn't it be?
I know. If you want to talk, I'm always here. All I want to do is help.
In that case, I'd like you to keep your nose out of my business.
Well, how do you mean Ashley knows?
Edna told him. I saw her talking to him.
No.
£3.50, please.
Thanks.
I'll keep the change.
Cheers.
No, she wouldn't.
Wouldn't she?
So, if your mum marries my dad,
Yeah,
that'll make us related, won't it?
of course it will. I'll be your gay stepbrother.
Oh, I've always fancied a gay stepbrother.
And I've always fancied a red-hot stepsis. Still have to make do with you, I suppose. Salute.
Get us a drink, will you?
Aren't you supposed to be at the rehearsal?
Change your plan.
Your dad really wants you to be there. It's important to him, Victoria.
I know what you're trying to do.
What?
Just make me feel guilty.
No, I'm not. And anyway, not all marriages go wrong.
Yours did, and my mum's dead. We never see Andy anymore.
Yeah, I know.
I'm never getting married.
I thought you liked Diane.
I do.
So?
Still not going.
Oh, your dad loves her. She makes him happy. And anyway, sometimes it's nice to do things for other people. Right, okay. I'll try my best. It's up to you now. Do what you want.
This must be an omen, this must. Not everyone's here.
We're going to have to start soon.
Well, I can step in for Val if you like.
I don't see the point of a rehearsal anyway. We've both done it before.
Why don't we just run through the service, familiarise ourselves with the text?
I knew we should have gone to a registry office.
So, you start at the doorway, Diane.
I'm not walking all the way over there just to walk all the way back again. This is the best wedding present I could have had. Thanks, Pet. Well, come on, let's get this show on the road.
Well, on the part. Some members of Humble 7.
Will you stop doing that? What? That? At last.
I'll see you back then.
Where did you get that outfit? Tarts or us?
Excuse me, that's one of mine, actually.
Well, he's never had any taste.
Oi, less of your lip. I thought you were supposed to cover up when you go to church.
He says I've been to church.
Yeah, well, he did. No, I didn't.
Oh, where have you been anyway, or can't you remember?
Doing a bit of business.
I didn't even leave a note.
Yeah, I was in a hurry.
Well, you can't just go away and not come back for weeks. Oh, mind you, why break the bit of a lifetime, eh?
And since when did I have to answer to you?
You're supposed to be looking after her, Kane.
Yeah, well, at least she lives with me, right? And another
I'll
thing.
see you tomorrow, Debbie.
What's going on tomorrow?
I am taking her out to buy an outfit for Jack and Diane's wedding. Because you see, unlike you, Kane, I'm loaded. See you tomorrow.
So don't get an hug?
No.
So, your wedding's off.
It was never on in the first place.
Oh, take no notice. It'll be back on again next week. Oh, and if she's going to be a bridesmaid, I want to be a page boy. I've always fancied wearing knickerbockers.
I hope he rots in hell.
Actually, I'd better get off and see how he is.
Oh, you wouldn't pass on a message for us, would you?
Yeah, sure.
Tell him to drop dead.
She's not worth it, Petrol. You get off, see to your dad. I'll punch her for you later.
Make sure it's right between the eyes.
Will do.
But I never said anything.
Then how does he know?
Well, I don't know, but I'd never betrayed your secret.
See, what did I tell you?
What did he say exactly?
He said, I know.
Oh, well, that could mean anything.
Edna, he knows.
But he can't. I haven't told anyone, and I'm sure that you haven't, and... Jarvis.
Hey, no, we don't know that.
Well, who else could it be? Either that or the vicar's psychic. Well, wouldn't you know? He's away on holiday.
Hey, now, let's just hang fire. The parole board doesn't meet till Thursday, and it might not even get released.
Ah, well, that might be a blessing in disguise, all things considered.
Yes.
Why don't you just make it up then?
It's used to me being off with him.
Get us a beer, Debbie.
Get one yourself. Can I stay in your room tonight?
No. All right, you made your point. I'm sorry.
Right. You're still not forgiven.
Kids, eh?
Are you all right?
Yeah, I just needed a strong cup of coffee, that's all. This getting married lark's exhausting. I hope Victoria's going to be all right tomorrow.
Oh, of course she will. As long as you're sure you are.
Apart from the cancer, I'm fine.
I think Jack's a bit worried, though.
Oh, I know he is, but he never really shows it. He's just always there for me.
So you're feeling better?
Oh, yeah. Caffeine always does the trick. We'll just finish these, go round to Jack's, gather the troops, then off to the Woolly and open a bottle of bubbly.
You must be exhausted.
Well, it was a very late night, remember?
Wonder where Val is.
Probably sleeping off a hangover knowing her. Either that or driving Rodney mad. As long as she turns up tomorrow, I don't care. Oh, and before I forget, remind me to wash that white bra, you know, with the lace on it. It's the only thing that looks right under my outfit.
But I can do that for you. You need to slow down.
I'll have enough time to slow down when I'm in hospital. Oh, I hope I'm not on a ward full of geriatrics moaning and wailing all night.
Damn.
Munchkin!
Munchkin me. I go away for a few weeks and look what happens.
Now, Viv, Donna's just being inventive, you know, showing off her creativity.
It's a cafe, not a bistro.
But you find that's French.
Exactly, so why's it gone all Italian?
You want to go easy on them?
You're me son, not me doctor.
Yeah, well, don't expect me to be here when you fall over.
And when have I ever done that? I might not amount to much as a mother, but I thought I'd taught you one thing. You come into this life alone, you leave it alone. And in between, maybe you'll have a few decent conversations, and that's it.
No wonder I'm gay.
Oh, I wish I was a lesbian, I'll tell you that, because I've had it up to here with men.
You and Rodney will make up. You always were dramatic.
Have you not been listening to a word I've been saying? He's in love with her. She got Jack, she's got Rodney. She's got the pub, she's got all of her friends. Let's face it, she's got it all. And meanwhile, I've got what? Oh, absolutely nothing. You think I'd be used to that by now?
And cut. You're just drunk, Mum. And a boring drunk at that. I'm not listening. In fact, I'm going, because I can't bear to listen to anymore. It's not all about you, you know.
Really?
No. And strange as it may seem, sometimes you just have to accept that the spotlight is off. See you in the morning.
But I want you to marry her.
I thought you didn't like her.
And so what? You know I've always wanted a brother.
Wish you'd leave me alone, Nicola.
Fine.
So she's in the pub?
Yeah. And she asked me to give you a message.
Yeah?
Drop dead.
So, my sweet, what was the verdict?
Guilty.
Of course he was. We were on the jury. A joke.
Was it unanimous?
Not to start with, but I assume when I'm round.
I think this calls for a bottle of champagne, don't you, sweetheart?
Well, I won't argue with that.
How did it go?
Where were you?
Well, I'll get the champagne.
I thought you'd be saving yourself for tomorrow.
You know me, Val. Party, party, party.
Aye, if you can get away with it, like.
Oh, come on. One drink's not going to hurt.
Oh, that's just it. Our Diane could never stop at one. She's insatiable. Ask Rodney. Oh, and like a bad smell, look who it isn't.
Everything all right?
Come to pledge your undying love, have you?
Why don't you two take Victoria home? She looks beat.
Yeah, sure.
Come on.
Right. How many glasses?
3. You, Jack and Rodney. Val, back room now.
What's going on?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know? Oh, congratulations. So he thinks he's in love with you.
Don't do a number on me, Val.
I wonder how Jack would feel about that.
Look, lady, tomorrow is my day. And if you've got any plans to spoil it, you can forget about it because you can't. And you know why? Because Jack knows exactly how Rodney feels about me. So if you want a big dramatic scene, you better do it now and get it over with.
You think you're so clever, don't you?
Well, I'm certainly clever enough to see through you. And for once, Val, I'm not having it.
Why does everything I touch go wrong?
And on that note, I think it's time for bed. Well, for some of us, any road. One more drink and you'll topple over. I know you remember.
You don't know anything about me.
Here we go. I've told you, Val, I'm not interested.
Oh, I think you'll be interested in this one. Paul's Rodney's son. Did you hear what I just said? Look, I was pregnant when he left us. I didn't know what to do. I was in a right panic. I wanted to tell you. Honest to God, I did. I was desperate.
So you started dating Jimmy Pepper?
It seemed the only way out of it.
friggin' mess. Oh, poor lad. He doesn't deserve this. You put him through the ringer as it is.
Do you think I've had it easy? I was 19, Diane. Barely grown up.
Grown up enough to be sleeping with my husband under my roof. And why the hell weren't you taking precautions?
Didn't think.
You never do. You are aware this affects everybody.
How do you mean?
How do you think I mean? What about Nicola? And this Bernice? What the hell am I going to tell her?
Oh, trust you to think about yourself first.
Any more cracks like that, lady? I take it Rodney knows.
I haven't told anyone. For now.
What's wrong with her? Excuse me. What is going on?
See you tomorrow.
There's nothing wrong, is there?
Nothing I can't handle.